Hello and welcome to our third and final round with Humans Nightfall. This deck looks, so far it's been pretty good, and this hand looks like it is keeping up with the rest of that. So we've been on the draw, I think, were we on the draw all the rounds? I don't know. Okay, not burn. Good, good. Probably shadow. Yeah, if this is IOK, we're probably losing this. If it's Thoughtseize, we're probably losing, I guess, this or Witness, depending on their hand. This is a pretty darn good hand against Shadow. I don't think it really changed anything. They actually don't know what company list we're on, so that's kind of cool. I'm trying to think what possible things they could have. Like, what does this indicate? I guess if they don't take the company, there's an implication. They might just be like trying to build something. They might have a Stubbs though. Well, I'm just going to deploy the Noble with a card they know I have. There's no real reason to not do that. They're not under any pressure here. I don't need to put them under pressure. I don't think there's a need for my Noble to even start cracking in next turn. Just like, probably want to take less damage off of this and then potentially Path. Which one's that? Visions or Scour Self? Okay. They mill the Stubbs. Okay. Second Seas or IOK? Oh, push? Sure, whatever. Cool. That works. Then now if they Angler, I can Path and Company in the same turn cycle. They're out of range of Shadowing. Okay, well now they're in range. Well, I guess Stub would regardless counter the... Sure, that's fine. They know I have lands. That's not a great push target. Okay. Respect. This is going to get a blue-white. It's a little awkward for casting Reflector. Just got to make sure I click the right one. But I'll take a pain to do that, I guess. So, this is probably... I don't really care if they know the contents of my hand if it means that I don't have to take damage. They've been pretty unsuccessful here so far. What card am I concerned about? K-Command? Okay, the location of where those go is actually pretty important, so I'm just going to pull this over. Generic Moto Chat just should never be allowed to be broadcast. It's just kind of a rule. Top is not good for me. If they play a creature, I get to Path. I hope they play a creature. That would be best, because then they can't find a basic off of it. I guess I also get to free roll Ghost Quarter them if I want. That's definitely getting EOT pathed. Correction, that one is getting Path to Exiled. Oh. Wow, that's... It's one of these two. I think the fact that Shadow's a 7/7 makes me have to do that one. Plus, they left the Thoughtseize in their graveyard, so I have a free Tasker activation. They chose not to search. Oh, this is going to get rough. I don't think there's a reason to wait here, so I'm just going to fire that. They probably have, like, Snap and another cantrip on top, which is the nightmare. Oh my gosh, deck. Why? Stop that. Stop that. I'm probably dead now. I think I needed a Reflector on one of these creatures to be really in this game here. Yeah, there's no chance their card in hand's not Snapcaster Mage. I can make a 4/4. I can make bigger because I have Canopy. I can, yeah, I want to play Canopy. Tap these lands for night. And then I pass. And then I'm able to Ghost Quarter my Temple Garden for a plane, sack my Canopy, and then end up with a Knight big enough to block down one of these creatures. My opponent can't Fatal Push their way out of that with a Snap, which is pretty nice so far. They probably didn't keep a way around that on top of their deck. Maybe they kept Stubs on top. Okay, that's fine. I don't think there's any information about their deck from Exile. Okay, yeah, let's declare attackers. Let's get this block in first. I think, yeah, Tassiger's a pretty, just not very good right now. So I want to do this. Yes, I would like to Ghost Quarter. Get planes. Because I can also still use this fetch to get my forest. That's cool. Whew, that was a good draw. This is a pretty nice back and forth game we got here. This is probably Fatal Push. Oh, Snap Push. Sure, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. I did what I could. I guess it was pretty obvious their card was Snap, but I'll take my 1.5 for 1 or whatever that was. What's the ideal draw step? Reflector would be really good. I guess there's better cards than Reflector. Well, I guess that's... Ooh, that's a problem. I don't think I need the path here. So let's just, I guess, Reflector that. Oh, path is actually pretty good here. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. I forgot my opponent was at 6 and not like at 1,000,000 like a normal deck. Whew, I like this. Yeah, this is all going well. Okay. I don't see... Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, this has to be the best because it's actual lethal. Electro Mage is still just as dumb as it was. Why? Who decided this was okay? Yeah, so the fetch, I was thinking if I drew Eternal Witness, I would have wanted to EOT Path in case they had a Denial as their last card, and then I'd be able to Witness Path again. But I then decided I didn't care. So let's do this. I don't really want the second retreat. I think that drawing multiples is a liability. My opponent's likely hate card, if any, is like Causal X Return, I think I'm afraid of, so I'm not going to worry about that. I think I want one of those and one of these, and maybe a Negate, but I'm not huge on that. I think I'd rather just have spells. I think Negate may just be better than Retreat. Oh, how did Negate get in my deck? Sorry, I think that spells might just be better than Retreat. Let's leave in one Retreat and cut a Mayor. And then we have the same number of spells. Mayor is not very good. I just have one because it's a body. I think Canada shutting down Snapcaster Mage is actually a non-zero amount of good value. But I think that having access to like Path to Exile turns or whatever is more important, where I get to play a creature in Path. So I don't want to clutter my ability to do that too much. It's possible Mayor is... the mana dorks are... Mayor versus Manadork's interesting. I think Mayor's just too fragile, and 2 mana investment for something that fragile with no like lasting impact is really not what I want. Thalia at least makes them take 2 mana to trade back. Yeah, this looks fine. And too many alliances just you end up in spots where your opponent like thought seizes you and sees a bunch of alliances and then sets up, and it's just not good. Eight fetches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands, so 13, 14, 15 outs. If I did the math right, to not have to Ghost Quarter myself. I don't really like 1 out of 3.5 on each draw step. Yeah, I'm 50-50 to be able to play one of these on turn 2, which is not good enough. Yeah, I could use a Reflector. Is that better than trying to draw? I think I'd rather try and draw a land early here, though. I think it's more likely. I can't even cast the Reflector with the lands I have. I think I want to bottom that for now. Thoughtseize, presumably. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I don't. So my concern is that like mulliganing against these Death Shadow decks is just so awkward. Yeah, this was so correct to bottom that Reflector. It involves my Noble Hierarch surviving or not being discarded. Oh, well, I don't think there's a reason to not just jam that. I want to get green-white untapped. My life total, losing 2 life is not the end of the world. Getting these out in a way that maybe makes my opponent have to use the removal in like weird timing is correct. What is this? Is this? Oh, I thought that was Gut Shot. I was like, oh no, that would be the end of everything. Just if I just get Gut Shot on that, that would be. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad less people are playing Glistener Elf because that means that less people are playing Gut Shots. Because I think this deck's pretty bad against Gut Shot. Yeah, sure. You can take whatever card that you want. Choose any of the above. There's probably a 2/2 Shadow as the follow-up. I'll probably play the Lieutenant and then just look to get lucky and get somewhere. That could be bigger than 2/2, but 5 cards in graveyard, so maybe my opponent has an Angler. They would have played Shadow if they had it, so that's not a concern. Yeah, Shadow would have been a 3/3 or 5/5 or whatever, so... And they knew my hand minus my top deck, so it would have been a perfect time to brick my attacks. So they could have an Angler, they don't have a Tasigur. So they have a Snap, but there's nothing to target with a Snap. Maybe that's pretty nice. There's not an instant speed card that really punishes me for making this play. K return's not big enough. I guess they like if they have like push K return, that's annoying, but whatever. I don't want to attack the Lieutenant here into the Snapcaster because I don't want to allow my opponent to make a potential profitable trade. I'm going to get back the other Lieutenant though. That's just wrong. If they trade Snapcaster here, they have to have a push to really be okay this game. So if they have Snap push, then I'd rather them just trade the Snap. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, so if they have Snap push, they'd push here, and then I wouldn't want them to be able to Snap push and still have a Snap on this exchange. And they're still at 3, so both of these are lethal creatures with the Lieutenant. They'd even be lethal creatures if my opponent had Thoughtseize or IOK because I could Castig for 1 on the Ewit. Okay. Am I getting Snap IOK'd? That's cute. Sucks for them that I just still have it because I just naturally drew the 1 of. And they get to see that man. Good combinations. And they're tapped out. Well, you know, if they had Gut Shot, they probably would have used it already. So let's not mess this up. I'm just gonna do this before combat. X equals 1. That looks to be lethal to me. So that is a clean 3-0. Not bad. So what did we learn today? The actual Knightfall combo was not good in the matchups we had, but is good in general in the format. I think that you can potentially move one of these retreats to the sideboard. I really like not drawing hands that are like Mayor, Vavabrooks, and Thalias. That sounds pretty stupid. Let's not do that in the future. This is really just cutting all the bad cards in the previous Humans deck and replacing them with Knight, which is a pretty good card. I kind of wonder if there's a way to get Gavany Township in here. I don't know if the Keswick Wolfron's actually that useful in the combo. I'll talk to some people who played Knightfall a lot more than I have, but I feel like Gavany Township is just a much more important card to the rest of the deck. Mayor is kind of whatever, and I think there might be a better card. I really like trimming on Thalia because I think the blue-white sideboard cards are just way more powerful than having Thalias. What would I add back to the deck? I don't know. I didn't play against combo decks. Maybe there should be Spell Quellers in the 75 because that card is just nuts. If Sylvan Safekeeper was in this format, oh my gosh, but that is not a card that's legal. Yeah, I think that this is a fine starting point. I would, again, you could play some if you're going to play Spell Quellers, it's going to be because you want to round out your negate numbers without messing up your collected companies, so I'd look into that. Specifically in matchups where you need to leave in some amount of paths, like the Titan Shift matchups, maybe. I would want to play this deck against Titan Shift and, whatever counters companies kind of a lost cause. But I'd want to play, I guess maybe you'd want, Spell Queller's pretty good in the mirror, too. Yeah, I'd want to play it against Titan Shift some and just see if I can do something about that matchup, because as is, I have no idea how you would ever beat it. But yeah, these cards felt a lot better than the Humans decks that I was playing against with previous iterations of Death Shadow. Just like maximizing the cards that actually matter and not playing stupid cards that don't. Eternal Witness is really good. That card is just great. Yeah, I think that the main deck is within a card or two. I don't know if you need all 8 of those, but maybe you do. Like, these two are probably the negotiable slots. I guess I would probably, like I said, play Township instead of Kessig, but that's pretty marginal. Maybe I could just have a Spell Queller in my deck or a Tracker instead of a Retreat, and then mess with the sideboard a little bit. But yeah, this deck is nice. Good job, Ivan.